A unified world of peace with the glory of love. Since the dawn of time, all human beings, regardless of race, nationality, religion, or culture, have been longing for universal peace. We live at a time of a growing awareness of the need for all people to work together for peace. The Interreligious and International Federation for World Peace, or Iifwp, encourages this global awareness and calls on all people to join together in the work of establishing world peace. The World Culture and Sports Festival 1999. In February of 1999, the World Culture and Sports Festival was convened, bringing together leaders from around the world to work together for peace. Founded in 1988 by Reverend Dr. Sun Myung Moon, WCSF is dedicated to the establishment of a new culture of peace. At WCSF 1999, on February 6th, the Iifwp held its inaugural assembly under the theme of renewing the United Nations and building a culture of peace, attended by more than 500 world leaders, including many current and former heads of state, religious leaders, scholars, and youth leaders.
유엔을 통해서 얻는 실적과 성과들은 부정해서도 안 되겠지만 유엔 자체가 개선해야 할 점도 많다고 봅니다. 세계 정치인들과 종교 지도자들이 유엔을 중심으로 서로 협력하고 존중하는 관계가 절실히 필요한 때가 되었습니다.
A unified world of peace, the hope of all ages and all nations. The launching of the Iifwp in 1999 represented a bold initiative for peace in the new millennium and looking towards a new era of peace. It is one of history's saddest realities that the barriers that exist between tribes, races, nations, cultures, and religions have fueled conflict around the world. It is particularly unfortunate that both nationalistic and self-interest and religious exclusivism have at times contributed to world conflict. The Interreligious and International Federation for World Peace was founded with the following purposes: to establish a culture of peace based on the ideal of true love and true families, going beyond barriers of religion, ideology, race, and nationality; to build a unified world where all people live together respectfully and cooperatively, enjoying universal well-being. The Iifwp, standing on the foundation laid over many decades through the work of its founder, has been advancing interreligious and international movements for peace throughout the world. Since July of 1999, the Iifwp has been sponsoring a series of international seminars dedicated to the investigation of spiritual and moral principles which serve to strengthen families, rebuild societies, and renew nations. These seminars have attracted participants from all fields and represent every nation on earth.
Let us work together in the days ahead. Let us recognize that the world future depends, at least in part, if not in most significant ways, on the outcome of our discussions and the determinations at this seminar.
These seminars underscore the profound social and global significance of family, exploring ways in which we can create a peaceful world by establishing stable and loving families.
I respect Reverend Moon very much. I am a Roman Catholic. However, the ideals, the culture, and what Reverend Moon is talking about as far as the family ideals go across cultural lines, across country lines, to be something that everyone is thinking of. Even Catholics are thinking about family and the same types of ideals that Reverend Moon is doing.
This gathering for me has been quite an experience, and to be able to see what his spirit of world unity towards peace.
The IIFWP supports the vision of the United Nations, while it also searches for ways to renew the UN, making it more effective in carrying out its mission. The United Nations was founded after the Second World War as an expression of humanity's highest aspiration for peace. 5 decades later, we can look back to acknowledge the UN's many accomplishments, as well as to recognize its limitations. IIFWP's co-founder and chairman of the Women's Federation for World Peace, Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon, had addressed the UN with a call for renewal in 1993. The renewal of the UN and the building of a culture of peace. On August 18, 2000, IIFWP's Assembly 2000, as an international convocation focused on the renewal of the UN, was held in the UN headquarters with more than 400 world leaders from around the world, including many United Nations personnel and representatives from well over 100 nations in attendance. The meeting was co-sponsored by the permanent missions of Indonesia, Mongolia, and Uganda.
유엔은 하나님의 심정 깊숙이 거하는 이상을 실현해야 할 대표 기구라고 생각합니다. 본인은 이와 같은 섭리사적인 조직이 하나님으로부터 부여받은 책임을 다하고 평화 시대를 이끄는 단체로 축복을 받을 수 있도록 기도합니다.
Following Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon's speech, Reverend Moon declared the following proposals for UN renewal. First, to establish a bicameral structure within the UN by creating a Senate or Council of religious leaders from all traditions. Second, to create peace zones in areas of disputed borders. Third, to have a day dedicated to the affirmation of the highest and truest ideals of marriage, parenthood, and family to be celebrated each year. The work initiated by the IIFWP to realize a world of peace has continued with great vigor and support worldwide. The IIFWP works in close partnership with a wide range of non-governmental organizations. In October of 2000, along with the World Association of NGOs, it organized a gathering of NGO leaders to reflect on the UN's Millennium Declaration and the role and responsibility of NGOs.
The family, universal values, and world peace. For us to achieve these goals and to have meaningful results, because that's what we want, we're going to have to ask more of ourselves. Be more disciplined, be more focused, and be willing to give more.
And I believe that this convocation and the spirit that has gone into its creation and the efforts that have been deployed to get all of these people together and the compelling mandate that it has will make a difference for people everywhere.
More than 500 representatives of NGOs worldwide considered the declarations made at Assembly 2000, including the proposals outlined by Reverend Moon, and they offered their response to the Millennium Declaration produced at the Millennium Summit of the UN. this time, the Iifwp and WONGO are working in partnership, sponsoring a series of educational programs being held around the world in 191 nations and reaching 70,000 leaders who were invited to become ambassadors for peace, serving the world for the sake of world peace.
The centrality of the family as the school of true love and morality, the basis for creating world peace, and the significance of purity and faithfulness, the need for interreligious tolerance, harmony, and international cooperation.
The Ambassadors for Peace are laying a solid foundation for creating world peace, in cooperation with other NGOs and the UN.
문선명 목사님의 그 뜻에 따라서 저도 세계 평화 남북 통일에 적극 더 앞으로 노력을 하겠다고 제가 생각을 하고 있습니다.
The world is one family and humanity is one brotherhood. In keeping with its emphasis on building strong families, the Iifwp promotes the World Peace Blessing Ceremony of Families, upholding the ideal of building one global family transcending national boundaries, as well as race, religion, and culture. On January 27, 2001, the World Peace Blessing Ceremony was held at the UN, with 210 international couples from 135 nations in attendance. At this blessing, all the blessing participants affirmed their commitment to world peace and to building a strong marriage and family, which can be a blessing to the world. At the present time, the blessing, which began in the 1960s, is the foundation for a worldwide peace movement, attracting a wide range of leaders from all fields who are committed to working together for peace.
We feel responsible not only to our country but to the whole world, to make our family good and to help the world to be better and better every day.
And today we renewed our vows, and we're thankful to the Reverend Sun Myung Moon for lifting up the importance of family, for lifting up the importance of the oneness of God and the oneness of family.
The Iifwp's substantial efforts for peace are being welcomed around the world and are increasingly recognized as making a significant and valuable contribution to the world for respect, harmony, and cooperation among peoples, nations, races, and religions. Peace includes the resolution of conflict, the strengthening of families, and the education of youth in a vision that inspires and empowers them to fulfill their potential and develop a strong and good moral character. The Iifwp continues to work actively around the world, seeking to be an example of true love and a beacon of hope in this new millennium.
Oczywiście szanuję pana Moona.
I naturally respect Mr. Moon.
Cieszę się, że chce coś robić.
I'm very happy that he wants to do something in life, something good.
I think they can be shared by all people of all other religions because they are good ideas for the betterment of the human being and of society.
The present time is one of great hope and opportunity. For if we work together, we will see a world of true peace emerge and the history of suffering and conflict ended. Let us work together to break down the barriers that for too long have separated nations, races, religions, and cultures. Let us work together to create a new millennium of peace, an age in which all peoples and nations, as one family under God, live together in joy and peace. Please join the work of the Iifwp. Let us together, hand in hand, create a world of universal peace.